We are live today with Ian from JoinBrands, and I'm pretty excited about this. We just did something very similar to this a couple weeks ago, all around about influencers and creators. So I will kick this off over to Ian from JoinBrands as we're going to go over just basically maximizing the ROI on influencers and creators. So Ian, if you want to do a quick introduction.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate that. My name's Ian Sells. I'm the founder of a company called MDS, Million Dollar Sellers. It's a community of e-commerce experts that all focus on Amazon, roughly 700 members and $8 billion of revenues generated by the group. And I've also built a number of different software platforms. JoinBrands is the newest one, and it's really about connecting content creators and influencers with brand owners. And that's kind of like what we do at scale. Think of it like Upwork or Fiverr for content creators, but that's all we do. And so we make it really fast and easy. And that's kind of how we really made this a popular platform, and there's no subscription fee. I've also sold a few e-commerce brands. My background is in Amazon, and I love just kind of finding solutions to problems and building software to help address those things. So today I'm going to talk about why you should be working with influencers and creators. And there's different leverage points with it of what you can do with your creators. And so a lot of people will just hire an influencer, get them to post a video, and then they expect that to be the end of it. And it's really just not the case. And you really need to do a lot more these days because influencers aren't what they used to be. And now you can get creators that maybe don't have audiences, but you can leverage that content, boost that content, you repurpose that content, right? And then, this is one of the pain points for lots of agencies and brands is, how do I get content quickly? My customers don't send me enough of it. I email them, I ask them for, reviews. I reach out to creators and they're just not responsive. Or I reach out to influencers and they want a bunch of money. So in order to kind of sidescape that, you want to work with platforms like ours in order to do this. And so, this kind of presentation is about, for brand owners and marketers alike. But what you need to do in this new age, right, is get an army of creators and influencers talking about your brand on top of just the Facebook ads, because the ROAS are going down, right, and the cost per clicks are going up. So you need to drive additional revenue. So this gives you the leverage, the competitive advantages. The best thing about using this content is, on TikTok and YouTube, that content lives on forever. And so it just continues to snowball and build reviews and build momentum. And eventually, maybe it gets picked up by a blogger or article. And so this content is super important. So we're seeing videos that were created a year ago on TikTok, even coming back and becoming popular now, which is pretty cool. And they can actually go viral again. Or if they never went viral, they could actually pick up because somebody noticed it, interacted with it, and then it continues to spiral on. And then this is going to help you, increase your reach, lower your cost of acquisition, build your brand awareness, building emotional connections. And of course, the best type of sales are sales from, people that recommend your product. If your friend or family, likes a product, they tell you to get it, you're more likely to buy that than if you see somebody, promoting it, that's paid to promote. So organic content is really important. The problem is this stuff is really challenging to do for a brand owner or an agency. You really gotta hire a VA, do the outreach, send emails, DMs, keep spreadsheets, tabs on everybody. If you've ever tried to work with an influencer or creator, it is a cumbersome process. And as a founder, you might have done it a little bit yourself and then kind of got one or two people and then send it out. And then that's not scale, right? That is just a one and done type of thing. And so, then you got to negotiate the price, get contract rights, because if you don't get the proper rights, they could actually come back and sue you and get ownership of like revenue that you created and things like that. You have to send them a product and hope they get it, wait for the content, approve the content, pay the influencer, repeat that stuff. So JoinBrands is really the solution to that, right? We are a platform, so you create a job just like you would on LinkedIn, and creators will apply to it. You get to see their portfolio, their past jobs, their reviews, links to their social media accounts, and then you get to pick the creators you want. You can even go and invite them, search through our pool of creators by age or color, race, whatever you want. You can find them through JoinBrands. We have over 100,000. and then they start doing the job, and they'll either go buy the product from like Shopify, Amazon, wherever you want them to purchase the product from, or you can ship them the product directly. But we always recommend you do the reimbursement, because then you don't have to worry about shipping and uploading tracking numbers and all that stuff, right? um, and you can choose one creator, you can choose 10 creators, you can choose 100 creators, and then you get the content, you approve it, and then some of the campaigns you can have the influencer post on your behalf. So that's how we solve the scale problem. So I just want to share with you guys today some hacks on how to get the most value out of when whether you're reaching out directly or you're working through a platform. You should use this content in more ways than one, because if you spend $100 on a piece of content and you just have them post it and that's it, well, you're probably not going to get a whole lot. But if you take that content, you post it on multiple social media channels, you cut it up, turn it into ads, you repurpose it, you try different hooks, you're more likely to get value out of it. And then you just, for a little extra cost, now maybe you spend $200, but you got so much content, you put it all over the place. So we're going to do all that. So hack one is hiring recurring creators. And this is what a lot of TikTok shop brands are doing also, is basically, trying to make it look like you have a creator-led brand. And what they'll do is like basically give a creator like a TikTok account, that's maybe either your brand page, TikTok, like if you're not posting anything there, or you create a separate page like happy dad dot life, right, as your TikTok brand, and then you give that to a creator, and they just make content every single day. And you can get creators to do this for free, for affiliate commissions. You can pay them. On JoinBrands, we have a recurring creator section where you can hire people on retainer, basically, pick through it, and they'll actually do this for you on schedule. So we kind of solve that problem of doing that. But this is what a lot of brands are doing. And if you know any brand that has a face to it, it builds a more authentic, deep connection, and usually does a lot better when people are researching. They're like, oh, this is a real brand. They're funny. They're interesting. And so, you should take advantage of that. um this is what I was just saying, building brand pages. So you can take that same model and then build a bunch of brand pages. So like Tabs Chocolate was a brand that blew up doing this, and they basically had a bunch of affiliate accounts posting organic content, and they basically, each account was able to make commission, and you pay them like $500 a month to just make a post a day and earn commissions. So this is a really great way to scale traffic organically to your page. Of course, the best content that's created on each one of those pages, you can also get Spark codes and then put them into your TikTok ads and boost those out as well in order to scale that. And Justin, feel free to stop me, ask questions, or
Yeah, there's a couple. Well, I was gonna ask one question. You kind of answered it. There's a question that came in. The last guy that did a presentation on this a couple weeks ago, he had mentioned Tabs Chocolate. What kind of force of like team do you think? Because I mean, they have like, I mean, the amount of pages they have and like how built out. Like, what kind of team does that take to be able to even do something like that?
I mean, he didn't have a big team because these were all independent creators. So
Oh,
they
the creators are creating the pages.
Yeah, so he would just basically say, "Hey, create a page. I'm going to pay you per post, and if your video goes viral, I'll give you a bonus." Plus, they were earning affiliate link traffic. He didn't care. He was tracking it all. Every page had its own affiliate link.
Mm.
Actually, I had Oliver come to our event and present on this whole thing. So he had a VA manage it through Discord and had a bunch of people. I mean, this is a big thing that's happening right now. Is like Discord channels full of creators. Um, Creators are making AI pages. There are all sorts of pages because the traffic can be immense. If a video goes viral, it may go viral for things that are not about your product, but like controversy that happened in the ad, right? Somebody gets slapped in the face, or they're using a hook that's like, a bus slamming to a wall, and all of a sudden it cuts to your product, slamming, blowing up against the wall. So it's like using different like unique hooks, or like, don't buy another, don't buy another supplement until you listen to this. And then you talk about all these things, and eventually at the end of the story is your supplement. So
Makes sense.
creators are knowing what they're doing. They're really trying to hit that jackpot, and so brands are giving them some money up front, and then earning commission. So it's definitely possible. And if this is a strategy you want to employ, like it's a strategy that's working right now, right? It may not work forever. AI content is already getting kind of pushed down. They know what's AI, so it's getting smarter, right? But that's one thing that people are doing. Uh, TikTok shops. I don't know how many people are focused on this, but it's blowing up. Brands are turning into $10 million revenue brands literally overnight, with like no reviews on Amazon, no Shopify sales. They're just blowing up on TikTok. And in order to get um, to grow on TikTok, you have to get sales. In order to get affiliates to promote you, they want to see that you have sales and videos about your product. So it's important to get like creators and influencers to promote your product and buy it. So through JoinBrands, you can actually have the creators purchase your product on TikTok, which registers as a sale, which will help you grow that and show that like you have traction already. And then also the creators will post about your product on their TikTok pages, which shows affiliates that there's videos being created about your product, which allows them to go, okay, this product might be going viral. You can, it might be going viral. So they will jump on that bandwagon because they want to find the next product that's going to go viral that they can get, GMV from and earn commissions, right? Because if a video goes viral, those commissions can be thousands and thousands of dollars if they're helping sell. If you don't know, TikTok is offering so many incentives to shoppers. So like they're paying for shipping and they're giving 50% coupons, which is not from the brands, but literally telling people like, we'll give you up to $25 towards the sale. So they're making things cheap for people to buy. So they're really stimulating the TikTok shop. So but you gotta start somewhere. So hack 3, how to show up in TikTok search. So TikTok is becoming a search engine. It's not just a discovery platform anymore where you just scroll. People are searching for, things they want to buy, restaurants in certain cities, right? If you're traveling, you're going to look at TikTok because you can consume 5 videos quicker than you can go to Google and then read 5 different blog articles about stuff, right? So you just flip through, that looks interesting. Okay, that restaurant, that's all going on my list. So we're telling brand owners really, you should be seeding TikTok with your products, and hashtagging it and having them talk about those product names because TikTok is using its algorithm to understand videos, and so they're able to show those videos in the search results. And so this is an example right here. You see a video, the number one video has 235,000 searches, and then the other one has 60,000 views. So it's not just like it's not in order of most viewed. It's actually a combination. So you could have a brand new video show up at the top of the search results for a particular product type, whether it be like probiotic kombucha, what I'm drinking right now, or whatever your customer or your brand sells, right? So we're telling people, think about this. And just so you know, stat, TikTok had 6 times the amount of searches for leggings and 2.4 times the search for makeup than Google search. So it is like the golden era of SEO basically to show up here. And in order to do that, you want to get hundreds of videos posted about your product, because if you're scrolling, you see the same product over and over, then you're gonna more likely to influence that customer to buy your product because they're like, oh, this one, everyone's using this Mary Ruth's product, right? Which is a client of them, JoinBrands. All right. Another hack is repurpose content. So what some brands are doing is like if they get creators to post on, like, let's say their brand page or whatever, or you're posting content on your brand page, maybe you're only focused on TikTok and you're not doing anything on YouTube or Twitter or TikTok or Instagram or Pinterest. There's a site called repurpose.io, and it'll like link up to your TikTok. So whatever you post on TikTok automatically goes to the other channels. So at least you're being visible. And in general, what you see here is like I'm like exponentially growing my traffic with doing nothing, right? Because you may get more or less views on Instagram, but if you're not posting it, you're not getting any views, right? So even if you get half the amount of views you do on TikTok, it's still worth it. And you've taken this piece of content that was posted once, and we do this for JoinBrands, and this is like an example of what JoinBrands is posting. And also, if you're like not posting often enough, you get in TikTok jail. So it takes a few months to get out of that, posting every single day. So to get your videos to go to thousands of impressions. So if you're new, you might want to, if you want to go fresh with a new account, if you're not doing it, you might want to start with a fresh account, because that way that like resets the algorithm and your like average daily post. So Pixelfy Me is a URL shortener. I'm actually a co-founder of that as well. And this has like link rotators and able to do some cool stuff, but you can track all your clicks in one place. So really great for like, running influencer campaigns to see which influencer is driving the most clicks to your website. Let's say you can give each creator their own unique link. If they're not doing affiliate tracking, we just do like click tracking. So that's pretty cool. Another one is to repurpose. So this is basically like when you hire like an influencer and you ask them to post a TikTok, well, they also have Instagram, YouTube, Amazon, right? Don't forget about the other channels. And so if like you're contract someone to pay them $100 to post on TikTok for you, why not offer them 120 and ask them to post on all four channels, right? Or even to just negotiate that up front, right? So just don't just think about how you can actually get more bang for your buck really out of that one creator's like audience essentially. Um, and for like Amazon sellers, this is cool because you're getting a post on TikTok and you're getting a post on Amazon influencer storefronts, right? Which shows up on a product which they can earn commission on. So they're happy to do it. And if they post on Instagram or to make a reel, so it's like once you're working with these creators, get them to do way more work for just a slightly more money, and you get a lot more value out of that influencer. Um, this is something that you guys should be doing in all of your ads, social proof. JoinBrands makes it super easy to get images from creators, right? So this gal is in my community of MDS. She ordered 10 um, image selfie, we call them image selfie jobs, right, of her product with people. It's $15 an image for a creator to send you that video and that image within a few days, right? And so then you create these like slides showing social proof of how many people love their product, and this type of stuff is hard to get on a new brand, especially, or a new product line. So with JoinBrands, you send out 10 samples, you get 10 images back within a few days, and you're off the races with great static ads, great copy, things that you can mash up, slideshows, whatever. So highly recommend anybody that wants to test their foot with JoinBrands. This is the cheapest way to do it, is just order a $15 image and see how fast and easy it is. Of course, you can do the outreach, do it yourself, right? It's gonna take a lot more time to do that and to actually get to 10 images. And like for us, like don't just do it for one slide. Put it on your website, put it on your social media, put it on your Amazon listings. Use it in your email marketing. So think about how you can repurpose this content in so many different places, where that $15 now is spread across like 10 different channels, and all of a sudden it was like super cheap like opportunity to like show social proof and how many people love your product, right? Um, when you're running ads, right? Like I'm sure a lot of you guys are now using Chat GPT, right? This is super easy. You could write a couple of hooks and then basically ask it to give you 50 new hooks, and then just run those through automated bid testing, right? And it'll automatically find the best working hooks together. But you don't have to sit there now and write 50 hooks and come up with that. You can really allow the algorithm to do it. And don't forget to take your results, put it back into ChatGPT and give me 50 more examples of these winning hooks, right? So, always go back to that. And so we did this. You can basically put in a script right here, and it'll basically allow you to put your like URL to your product, and it'll give you back this like 3 hook suggestions, talking points, call to action, and that way you can just give that right to the influencer. So like no longer do you have to write the brief for them. You just show them this little thing. They can pick the one of 3 hooks, do a couple, one of 3, 3 or 4 talking points, and then call to action. And so all that like brief can be easily written by ChatGPT just by giving it a URL. And so if you scan that QR code, we will send you all our prompts, and like I've got 99 hooks I can share with you as well at the end of the presentation, and I'll of course share this presentation with you guys too if you want it. TikTok also has native tools. So if you're looking for inspiration, there's a creative assistant that actually will write scripts based on TikTok algorithms. So it's pretty cool. A little more clunky to use than ChatGPT, but there's a lot of value in just like testing out some of these tools they've been rolling out, because they're really trying to help brands go viral. They're really trying to give you all the tools and resources you need, and they're making huge, offers, incentives, and TikTok is actually improving a ton. So that's really cool to check out. Spark ads. This is, what's really working well is basically taking, it's like whitelisting on Instagram, right? Is basically taking a creator's video that they posted, getting a code that allows you to run ads against that video, where the creator's brand is now blowing up, the creator's profile is blowing up with this video, and the creator's getting all the comments and they're responding because they're going viral. So this is a great way to leverage like really good content. If you see something that's like starting to grow and take off organically, you can boost it with ads and target to specific places. And you can even run ads to your TikTok shop or to your Shopify store. You can put those, you can link that influencer video to wherever you want when you run ads against it. So it actually has like a buy button, like a learn more button down here, or buy now button, whatever you want to choose. And you can get, really cheap clicks to your website. So highly recommend you taking advantage of Spark Ads and learning how to do that, because this is what brand owners are looking for, is promoting this UGC content. And then going viral, like if you get a video to go viral, um, it can just blow your sales way up, and like you will sell what you normally do in 3 months in one day. And the search volume goes up, your brand goes up. And so people aren't just searching and buying on TikTok shops. A lot of people will go to Amazon or your Shopify, they'll Google it. So, you can expect that for every sale you get on TikTok shops, you're going to get, a fraction of a sale on another marketplace, right? So every 10 sales on TikTok can be 2 or 3 sales on Amazon. Just it's like the halo effect, right? The rising tides from Facebook ads. Same thing. If you're running ads on Facebook, it can increase your Amazon sales, just inherently, because people trust that platform. They're going to search there first. Yeah. So if you're not thinking about this, this is what we're talking about in our community and e-commerce sellers. Like, it's the biggest opportunity since FBA started out, which was a great opportunity in the early days. And I got in, pretty early. But I wish I got in even earlier, right? And there's just like the stats are growing. It's insane how much people are spending on there, how much time they're spending, how much TikTok is investing. I've never seen a big company like this. Like, if you're starting to partake in this, they're literally putting out new features for TikTok every week. They're like, hey, we have 3 new features. We want to do a webinar about it. They're educating the customers. They're really involved. It's a bit challenging and clunky, but they are really like doubling, tripling down. Like, they must have a 24/7 development team at this point.
Whatever happened with that lawsuit? Did that get, I mean, it's still in works with TikTok and the government?
Yeah, it's still in works, but I mean, you know, like my theory is like it's probably gonna be okay. And even if it's not, like all those people, like Facebook's already cloning all their features, right? And
Yeah.
Instagram. So it's like that attention, those influencers will just start posting elsewhere, and it'll pick up
Oh
the
yeah.
volume, because people just, this is what they do to get information, to entertain themselves, to pass time, whatever. So
Yep.
it's really cool. Um, and let's see if this is loading here. I'll just play one of these, but these are like examples of UGC videos that really, are based on UGC, and that you can really create very easily by like getting 1 or 2 creators and then like splicing in B-roll footage. So this is like what, a lot of brands are doing right now.
Yeah, in their life. Down to flowers, obviously. Nearly half of all adults in the US up to the age of 30 have gum disease.
I almost bought one of these.
Using the
What's that?
I almost bought one of these when I seen it.
Yeah, it's a good ad, but like, it's in your face, and then it's basically like half the video is not even using influencer. It could be anybody filming this, like scanning the box. So think about how you can. The whole thing is like repurposing content. Get one video, use it as a part of the script, right? But then you're like using her audio and cutting to like B-roll footage. So don't just take a video for its like worth. Like, use your editor to to splice it up, right?
Yep.
It's fair. I got a bunch of examples like this, right? I'll just show
not
it.
me.
So there's just like lots of different opportunities here.
This pheromone cologne is a game changer. What if I told you?
In my life. Down to flowers.
All right, let's see.
Not me being in my 30s and looking.
How do I get to the next one? Okay. Yeah, that's it. So I can now show you guys, if you want to, like, I can kind of show you like the platform, how it works and all that stuff. If people have questions, happy to chat about anything you guys want to chat about. And hopefully that was a little bit valuable, as far as like, what you should be focused on TikTok.
Yeah, let's do a demo quick.
Cool. So JoinBrands, it's a super easy platform. There's no sign up fee. So like, what makes us different than other platforms? Like, we don't force you to be on a subscription. You just save money on a subscription. And so like with JoinBrands, you can create different types of campaigns. And so like a campaign basically is content only. So this is where you get like a $15 image, and you just choose this option. This is where the creator is just going to send you the image. And then if you want just UGC videos, you don't want them to post it, it starts at $60. So super easy to get really high quality, like UGC. You give them a script, you tell them what to say, they'll go buy the product, whatever, but they won't post it on your behalf. And then content plus posting campaigns. These are where the creator is going to post it to their own social media channels. We have 2 types of like influencer style postings, but basically these ones are based on like the creator's average video views. So if like a creator has, 5,000 average video views, it'll be $100. And if it goes up from there, so up to $500. So if they have 10,000 average video views, it could be like $250. It just depends on the algorithm. And so you can pick like really great creators and like reach their audiences. Of course, like there's no guarantee to go viral, whatever. And so we just set the cap at $500. And this is the offer to the creator. So it doesn't mean they're going to take the job, but creators will also apply to you if they want to do your job. So it'll say what their price is. But these are like about, you know, on average $100 per posting, and you're gonna get some really great quality stuff. Social blast. This is really like kind of how you get 100 videos for really cheap posted on TikTok about your product. This is a great way to launch a product, to get a bunch of video content that you guys can repurpose. You can get 100, like up to 100 videos for $25 a video. So that's the content made, posted to that creator's social media. Usually they don't have much of audience. On average, you get 300 or 400 video views, but it's big exposure. And if you do 100 of those, you know, that's quite a bit of video views for the price. And it can happen in a few days, and you own all that content as well. So you can take that, like I said, repurpose it to all these other channels. And you know, usually you'll get sales, and you can use this. They can go buy it on TikTok Shop. So remember, I was talking about how to start the TikTok Shop, you know, algorithm. You need to show sales. Well, you can use JoinBrands to order, have the creators order from TikTok Shops and create videos. So that will show affiliates that people are making content as well. And we've seen brands where our products, some of our videos didn't make them lots of sales, but other affiliates saw what was happening and they jumped on, and then all of a sudden their sales blew up. So, you know, this is a numbers game. TikTok really is. And so you never know what's going to go viral, and it could be any account. It's just a matter of timing, type of hook. So, you know, this is a great way to take a lot of shots at it for low cost. And then recurring creators, this is where you can hire basically a creator on retainer, where they'll post on a regular schedule. So if you have a client or you have a brand that you want someone to become the face of your brand, post every day, like we do on JoinBrands, you can basically hire them through our platform, starting at $400 a month for like every few days posting to, I think it's like $1,200 minimum for a daily post. And this is where you get to search our database, invite a creator to this campaign. And if they like that price, they'll do it. Otherwise, they can also counter offer you. So you might offer somebody $1,200 to do a daily posting, but she wants 2,000, and then you can agree to that. And then boom, you're off to the races. What's great about doing it through us is we pay the creator every single day that they post versus like one lump sum, right? And so we hold them accountable, and they get paid per post. And so you can cancel anytime technically and get the rest of your money back. So they are held accountable, and that's how all of our campaigns go. We are like, think of JoinBrands like the escrow company. And we hold the funds until the creator has completed the job and you've been approved and you approved it. So these are like example of what it would look like if you create like a TikTok blast. You know, you can go here and check out like I see I have one content to approve. So check this out. Let's see what the content came back like. So this gal.
Tired of tasteless protein shakes that leave you hungry? There is a better way. Finding the perfect protein shake can be tough. They can taste like chalk, don't keep you full, loaded with artificial ingredients, hard to mix, and they're expensive and totally not worth the cost. But
So great video, you know, from this girl. You know, this was you know, basically the hook and the script I showed you guys that we used here. And you know, she did a great job, I think, with that. And I can pick that content. I think that was like, I think this was maybe $60 or $100 for this particular job. So you can see how that content can be really useful in your marketing campaigns, you know, putting it on YouTube, putting it on TikTok, whatever you do. But yeah, so that was a $30 video that she did. So and then you have the price to reimbursement, number of jobs. So if you do five of these, you know, it's going to cost you about $600. That's an estimate. So pretty cool stuff. You get to look through all the creators. You can search by keywords. You can see creators like with you know, highest follower counts that have applied to this particular job, you know, or you can basically go through our marketplace and search them, you know, for whatever, you know, that you're looking for, and invite them to do the job. So
Who's the
pretty
biggest creator you have?
what's that?
Who's the biggest creator you have?
Let's see.
Got like a Kim Kardashian in there?
There's some good ones. 9 million followers, 6.8. And these are real people that have real followings. And we actually give you the links to their profiles and everything. So like, we're not hiding anything from you guys. Like you need to go vet them yourselves and make sure. We're just, you know, scraping and like, you know, using our best judgment to average out the video views. You know, sometimes creators can like buy video views. So you don't want to see if this is the right person to pay for it.
Yeah.
with Join Brands, you know, you could invite all these top people, but depending on the pay, they may reject your offer. So that's kind of how our platform works, right? It's like not everybody's going to do it. You can also like what's cool about, you know, we have ratings. So like every creator that does a job, they get rated and you can see like their past work, you know, and like, you know, what all their portfolio, right? And see all this stuff that this gal's done for other brands. So you're like, okay, this is somebody I want to hire, and like literally invite them to your job. And boom, this girl's done 467 jobs on our platform. She's crushing, right? She's making thousands of dollars a month just by doing content. So a lot of things you can do here. You can favorite creators for later on. So if you want to have a stable of creators on Join Brands that you just kind of want to go to, you know, you can hire them again. What's cool is you can also chat with the creators here and like, you know, tell them what to do, how to, you know, okay, can you repost it? You can tip them through here. We just launched, if you're trying to get, you know, people to post for you or do jobs, or you need a Canadian or something in the UK, we just launched our international marketplace. Is brand new as of this week. So now we can run campaigns with creators in Australia, creators in UK, and creators in Canada. Those are obviously we're just launching, so we don't have like over 100,000 creators in those regions, but we will, you know, continue to grow that stuff. We have over 400 creators applying every single day on Join Brands. It's pretty wild. So there's a plethora of them. And yeah, we just make it super easy. So that's kind of how, if you like the original thing was how to get 100 creators to work and make video for your brand. This is what I was talking about. Go here, do a TikTok blast, invite a ton of creators, and within a week or two, you'll have 100 people working on TikToks for your brand. And you'll have tons of video content that you get to basically take and own. It all lives in your content library. So think of this like a Shutterstock for your brand. You can download the videos you've paid for anytime. What's pretty cool about Join Brands also is we encourage creators to upload additional pieces of content. So they may, once they have your product, why don't they make a couple of videos for you? You can buy additional videos from them. So like I can go here and grab this girl and I can buy this extra piece of content for $12.50 and she makes an extra, you know, extra money. So
Cool.
This is all like, you know, pretty cool stuff.
Cool. Yeah. What is the best way if somebody has questions or anything? What's the best way for somebody to communicate with you?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I suggest anybody that wants to check it out, go sign up for free. There's no cost to have your account, whatever. If you use the link that you guys have in your platform, they'll get $30 credit, right? They should use your affiliate link so that we can know they're from ad links. You can chat with support, mention ad leaks. We'll send you over the slide deck and all that stuff if you want it. With really great support. And then once you sign up, there's gonna be a button that says book a demo. And I have like 3 different you know, sales team people that will go and walk through this entire platform with you and your team, no cost. Just, you know, they'll schedule a demo. If you need another demo, we'll do another demo. We don't really mind. We really want to help you utilize the platform. You know, if you're an agency, this is a great way to think about how much you could sell videos to your clients for. I mean, you know, most people are paying direct to creators like $200-300 per video. You can get them done for $60 to $15, you know, for images and stuff. So I would say, you know, some agencies are marketing these things up, you know, 3-4x,
Yep.
and making just by helping their brands get, you know, creative, because a lot of brands just don't even have creative when they come to you. So you need that, you know, creative, and now you have a resource to really get it easy versus like a spreadsheet and like doing outreach and, you know.
There's one question. There's one question. Why are there no services out there for influencers that work on a commission/CPA basis like TikTok Shop affiliates? I'd be happy to give businesses 10 to 20% commissions on influencer sales on top of influencer commissions all day, every day. There's so many influencer connection companies out there, and most brands have been burned by a lot of the influencers, as we know. And I personally know because I've used Join Brands. It usually doesn't happen with Join Brands because they have high influencers because we've used them for some of our brands. But as we know, the chances of any random video working is super small and doesn't seem to be aligned with the brand's interest.
Well, that last part really is why the whole model of like, hey, just post and I'll pay you commission. Like most people don't drive sales. That's just the reality, right? Even big influencers, they don't drive sales. So like they want that upfront money, and you're just trying to tap into that brand exposure. Now, you know it takes multiple times for people to see your product, you know, to get like a comfortable to buy it. A lot of times people aren't buying, especially depending on price. So while it'd be amazing to have, you know, a platform like TikTok where, you know, you post your product up. I mean, how many people have TikTok shops, right? And every affiliate can promote their product, but they don't, right? Because the odds of them getting sales are slim. And You know,
Yep.
think about if you're an influencer and you, let's say you drive 10 sales of a $30 product, it's $300, right? And you're gonna make 10, 15, 20%, $60. Is it really worth it? Right. You know, so the cost reward. So with Join Brands, we kind of see like the benefit of both sides. And so you can actually do you know, pay a creator $15, they can still get the affiliate commission. So we're kind of like pay them a little bit and they can get the affiliate commissions. We have Tiktok shop videos here. So these are specifically like when you're doing this campaign, we give you a section where you put how much your affiliate commission is, so they'll know up front like what they're going to earn on it. But yeah, straight affiliate deals, like the reality is most people don't go viral and they don't get it. So you really, as a brand or whatever, need to like find those great creators and boost that content and, you know, create your own virality, right? Your own odds at it. That's why we try to make it really cheap, because, you know, creators, if you go direct, they want to charge you a ton of money, right? So our platform gives them the promise of lots of business, but a lower cost, right? If you go direct to these creators, they're going to say, you know, it's going to be 3 times more, right? Because they feel like, oh, you need me now, type of thing. So
Yep.
it's a challenge. You know, we want everybody to be our affiliates. There are platforms that give everybody that buys something from your Shopify store an affiliate link and they can promote it. But, you know, the reality is it just doesn't move the needle enough for a brand. You know, you gotta pay to play, essentially.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
If anybody has any questions, check it out. It's free to sign up.
Mention ad leaks if you don't, you know, in the chat, or use the chat, you have the link in the ad leaks back end. And I'm also in ad leaks. I've been in there for a while. I work with Justin. He's actually helping me with some stuff as well. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, appreciate you know, having me on.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.